Good morning, great morning, wonderful morning, spectacular morning, outstanding morning, magnificent morning, magnificent you. Yes, that wonderful reminder that we get to choose. You get to choose, I get to choose. We always have a choice. Write that in your notes again. I always have a choice. Now, what is the choice that I'm referring to? Well, it's very simple. We're talking about what's happening in your mind, your marvelous, miraculous, incredible mind. And with that choice in your mind, of which you always have a choice, you get to decide what things mean. Remember, everything is fundamentally meaningless. Write that in your notes. Again, everything is fundamentally meaningless. Everything just is. Nothing is good or bad. It's our thinking that makes it so. Thank you, William Shakespeare. Nothing is good or bad. What somebody says, what somebody does, what's happening in your life, everything just is. Just look at the room you're in right now. Is it big or is it small? You know what the truth is? It just is. That's the core truth. It just is. See, it's your thinking that makes it big, small, or whatever it is that you're giving meaning to. If it's big, it's because you're relating it to something that's small. If it's small, it's because you're relating it to something that you see as big. Well, it's the same thing when it comes to the outcomes of your life. All of it. And that affects everything for you. Why does it affect everything for you? Well, because whatever that meaning is, it leads you onto a frequency, a vibratory state. And that vibratory state is the attractive force in your life. You want to change the outcome? Change the vibratory state you're in. How do you change that? By changing how you think. See, did full circle again, which is why you should have a goal. Magnificent goal. If you don't have a goal card, either make one or reach out to us to get one, and we can share with you how to get that. Matter of fact, we'll give you the link, and then you can order a set of these. Don't underestimate the power of this. This is an idea. And this idea, whatever it is, if you become one with it, if you make it important, see, when you write it down, you're making it important. What starts to happen is the externalization process. Remember, thought externalizes itself. Write that in your notes. Thought externalizes itself. You become what you think about most of the time. So make sure you have this goal card, and also make sure that you have your copy of the Master Key System. Okay, the Master Key System, and also the Subconscious Code, which is an incredible, simple book that helps you to organize how you're thinking. This idea right here, oh my God, very simple idea. It's helped me to organize what's happening in my mind. How? By giving me a picture of my mind. You know that whenever I am having a conversation with someone, this is what I see. I see this. When they speak, when they're expressing their emotions, it reveals what's here in the heart, which is what's determining the vibratory state of the body. See, that'll help you, especially if you're wanting to externalize this. It'll help you to organize your thoughts. So make sure you get a copy of that. All right, so let's go to where we are in this book, The Master Key System. Here we go. One, two, three, boom. There we go. Okay, we're in section 20, and the page that we're on is page 138. My, how it's going so fast. Section 20. There are many who have come to an understanding of this wonderful power and who make serious and conscientious efforts to realize. Now, if this is something that you are seeking, pay attention to this, to realize what? Health, power, and other conditions, and seem to fail. Now, think about that. There are people who tap into this. They get the knowledge of all of this, but then for some reason they don't get it. It doesn't come into play. They do not seem to bring the law into operation. The difficulty in nearly every case is that they were dealing with externals. Now, what does that mean? They were dealing with the outside stuff. They were giving life to all the stuff on the outside. They were fighting the existing reality. Okay, don't do that. Whenever you fight the existing reality, see, that's dealing with the externals. What you're doing is inviting into your mind the very image of whatever that is. Think of Robert Russell and You Too Can Be Prosperous. He points out it may be a fact that you're broke, but don't say it. Okay? See, what is that that's fighting this existing reality? If all you're giving attention to, and if the fact is that, oh, you are broke, I got news for you. If that's all you give attention to, remember, that's the image that you are bringing into your mind. That's what you're making important. And remember, your subconscious mind is a loyal servant, but it's not loyal to you, it's loyal to what you've made important. It will start to draw into you ideas that are in harmony with that. See, it's a vicious cycle of more of the sameness. Now, think about that for you. Think about that for you. They do not seem to be able to bring the law into operation. This used to be me. I was going, oh my gosh, I have so much knowledge. Why haven't things been changing? Well, he says the difficulty in nearly every case is that they are dealing with externals. They want money, power, health, and abundance, but they fail to realize. Now, pay attention to this. I've been sharing this consistently and persistently with every single call, but they fail to realize that these are effects and can come only when the cause is found. Your results are effects. Like causes lead to like effects. Write that in your notes. Put that here underneath this or around it. If you want to change the effect, you must deal with what's causing the effect. And the simple exercise that I give you is very simple. Will you be able to be happy most of the time if you're constantly thinking sad thoughts? What's the answer? All of you should be going like this. Heck no. There's no way you're going to be able to be happy most of the time if you're constantly thinking sad thoughts. Why? Because being happy is the effect. The cause is thinking happy thoughts, being emotionally involved with those happy thoughts. And another reminder for you is to make sure that you are never, ever happy for a reason. You have to engage with the thought process, just as what Deepak Chopra shared. Be happy for no reason, just like a child. If you're happy for a reason, you're in danger. Why? Because that reason can be stripped away from you, can be taken away from you. It's something external to you. Never make something external to you the reason for why you're happy. Just be happy for no reason. You don't need a reason to be happy. And for sure, you don't need to give a condition. And this is so funny because, and it's also sad at the same time because a lot of people do that. I'll be happy when, I'll be happy as soon as. They're placing their happiness in some future place, which doesn't really exist anywhere except in the imagination. See, the only thing that you have is right now. That's not a good thing to do.